telling the referees to officiate the game in a certain way and against certain players.
Yeah.
And so you were cognizant of that at the time.
Oh, yeah, I was very, because to me, I saw it. And he'll tell you what I always used to say, y'all making it too obvious.
I thought he was crazy.
Y'all making it too obvious, too blatant. Y'all making it too obvious. Yeah. I said, y'all want the fans to be able to watch the games, but y'all sitting up here calling a lot of these bullshit calls is doing what? Slowing down the game. Y'all want the fans to see the dunks and all that shit. Yeah. So call that shit both ways, or don't call that shit at all.
But if you look at, we interviewed Michael Franzese.
For this made smoother than your smoothest criminal. Shamo, about that money, what we get into. Shamo, about that money, get residuals. Shamo.
What it do, people? You're now tuned in.
Popovich.
Popovich.
Popovich
Popovich
TV.
TV.
Oh yeah.
We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic, that feeling, back up in here, one more again. So if it's your first time, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. To everybody else, you already know. Tony, there was no other way. We in the end game now. Let's talk about this gambling shit, right? The big news that broke, because I got a little bit of time. I at least got 7-8 minutes to talk about this game, because it's a big trending topic. Woke up soon as when you click on the news. You see Chauncey BiLLups, you know what I mean? Big shot BiLLups. You see TerrY Roizer, and you see Damon Jones, once LeBron James' teammate, right? All arrested, you know, taken into federal custody, you know, mob ties and bad guys and black rides giving me bad vibes. My clique come equipped to stick, to stab guys. Like, that's a Swift, you know, that's a Swift Dog P reference. Shout out to my guy Swift, right? But when I hear about the mob, you know, I'm not naive. Like, we come up in the Gotti era and the Sammy the Bull and, you know, the Gambino family, Wu-Tang, changing their name, Raleigh Noodles, like, you know, I'm Lucky Hands and all this shit, right? And we love to glorify the mob and the mobsters, the gangster niggas, like, gangster, tell me how you do it. And that gangster shit, what? That gangster shit, like, shout outs to mob style, right? Harlem stand up. When you say, damn, the mob was controlling gambling in the sense of poker games, table games, elaborate setups with x-ray tables and all type of elaborate technology, so that you, the big fish, and you big fish, because you want to gamble, you want to win some money, and you want to position power, you got money. So you roll up to these little luxury spots, they got the ladies there, they got the drinks there, they flowing. You think you coming in there to win some big money, because you got money, son. You got money, and don't trip. And when you get there, everybody's in on the play except you. One for you, one for me. Two for you, one, two for me. Three for you, one, two, three for me. Like, don't try to play me like I got a flower pot head. And I'm not shocked and amazed, because greed is the, you know, money is the root of all evil, or it's definitely take some roads to get there. Greed, not being content with what you got, wanting more, you know what I mean? Going into debt, you know what I mean? J-Dub, who I respect a lot. I respect his you know, his sports acumen, and just, you know, his analogies on breaking down the games in the NBA, and also outside of that, just being, in my opinion, a stand-up guy, not just going with the the go along, get along game. To me, he don't seem nothing with that. Like, he'll speak his mind, even if it's going against the machine. So anybody that's not a yes man, a yes woman, I fucks with you, I rocks with you, I respect you, right? He was giving a little insight to those that may not know that gambling is not for the faintest of hearts, and I've been a gambler my whole life. A lot of times a degenerate gambler, and I'm trying to learn how to get better to get these winner chicken dinners. But from CeeLo to robbing people, taking chances, penitentiary chances, gambling with your life, robbing the wrong person possibly that fuck around and kill you.
to, you know, gambling now, and gambling is legal now, right? And we've seen, what was it, Tom Donahue or Tim Donahue, whatever he was, the ref, right? Penalizing the Spurs and Allen Iverson and shit. Now that gambling is legal, this is just a side note because this ain't really a topic. But I think I seen something on the news where they like people that's 18 to like 26, 27, you know, men, young men, right? Gambling addiction or gambling has went up tremendously. And that's because it's FanDuel, it's DraftKings, it's motherfucking Caesars, it's, you know, MGM, it's LeBron James, it's Kevin Hart, it's Jamie Foxx, it's everybody. Like, everybody's talking about the good old days. And everybody is gambling. Parlay this, we giving you a 100% boost for your birthday. We giving you $100, and all you got to do is put up 200. Refer your friend. Get on the bat line. And they said last year, I think 8 billion or 6 billion or something like that been spent on gambling. And even just this year, even though we almost closing out the year, and pardon me, my side is hurt. I'm still dealing with recovering. A lot of fucking pain. Even this year's in the billions already with a B. Like, what's better than 1 billionaire? 2. Especially when he got the same hue as you, right? And cool. Why am I mentioning all this? Because there's too much money in gambling for it not to be rigged, or somebody that's higher up to say, you know what? Yeah, everybody on the Broncos tonight, they are the favorites. But what if we just, you know, call them in, cruise, what's the word? What if we get on that bat line, like, you know what I mean? And tell the refs, woo, 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 And it's simple math. For those that be like, for those that just think outside the box and just say, if you was in control, right? If I rule the world, you would free all your sons, right? Let them out of Africa and send them to Africa. Well, just think about it if it was you, right? And on one hand, you got $10 million. $10 million on Baltimore. But the way that money is coming in, you know what I mean? $100 million is on Green Bay Packers. Who are you gonna want to win or lose the game? It's simple math. Damn, 100 million on Green Bay, 10 million on Baltimore. Oh, we let Baltimore win. We gonna get that 100 million. All right, refs, call it in. Get Vegas on that bat line. Then all of a sudden you start seeing holding. You know what I mean? False start. All of a sudden they calling walking. 30 seconds left in the game. Your team down 1 with the ball. But now we're giving the ball to the team that's up. It's not hard to fathom that this shit is rigged. And when you hear people like Chauncey BiLLups, big shot BiLLups, right? Respect to him. I was rooting for them when they beat the Lakers, right? Big Ben Wallace, Defensive Player of the Year. RASHEED Wallace, Tayshaun Prince, right? We was rooting for Detroit Pistons to win. And we root for certain teams, you know, whether you're from that state or mainly because there's money involved now. I'm not shocked and amazed at all when you put the beat on. But what's crazy is that the mob is still involved. It's like, yo, all these motherfucking gang niggas, all these, you know what I mean, niggas that's controlling the hood, etc., right? Money line, that's right, winner chicken dinner. All these gang niggas, all these niggas in my neighborhood, oh, but you're black. But you black and you want to go to South Africa where they got apartheid, right? Cool. I say, damn, the mob is still active? These niggas still got niggas under pressure? Like, I want him dead. I want his wife killed. I want his house burned down to the goddamn ground. Like, hold on, we still got the Gambinos running around? We still got Mafia Corleone and getting money? And I'm saying that plainly and sarcastically because I'm not naive. Like, of course, if you mob ties and you have siblings and brothers and sons and family, they're probably going to be in the mob too. But what I'm not shocked and amazed about, I say, damn, well, we know who the mob is. They've been mobbing for years. So when do we take our eye off them? When do we stop looking at them, wiretapping them? And, you know, I'll talk about this tomorrow on the live, God willing, we are live. Al Sharpton, Kareem Akbar, he is the true leader of the CNP, and if I'm going down, I'm taking all you niggas with me, because I'm not a rat. I just was working with the CIA. Huh? What? Where do they do this at? Your black leaders and these puppets and these people that we put on these high, you know, platforms and standards. And we look up to them like every word they say is fucking facts. And it's not. But y'all still running shit? The mob is still running shit? I cannot believe it, right? I could believe it, but I'm just being funny to say all this FBI files, they pulling up on Martin Luther King now, he was sniffing coke, he was cheating, he was dealing with men, all lies and fabrications, right? I'm taking it as lies and fabrications. I don't believe none of that shit. All the files they can pull up, all the technology and wiretapping, etc. And the mob has got a hold on the game. I know they probably been at it if you go into the bookies and shit, but you got Chauncey BiLLups in the chokehold. You got TerrY Roizer in the chokehold. You got Michael Porter, who was on the Toronto Raptors, lost his whole career. Out of the NBA, you're out of here. You're fired. And it's just shocking and amazing that on the second day after the second day of the NBA opening up, that all these news is coming out for 2 years. Like 2 years ago, promises they've been following, watching the TerrY, watching the shit. Even Gilbert Arenas. George Jefferson walked out of the federal court building. He might have something to say, but the ramifications is that a lot of people might be going down after this. And what Nino Brown said, it's bigger than Nino Brown. And if I'm going down, I'm taking all you motherfuckers with me. I'm taking you down. You're going down. How many more people have been gambling, taking shortcuts, taking off plays, doing what Kawhi Leonard did last night, 2 points at the halftime, playing against one of the worst teams in the NBA. Are you fucking kidding me? All you got is 2 points, my nigga? Come on, bro. And I don't bet on the player props, but my neck, my back, these players is real brittle. They real softington, and I'm using that lightly, but I'm not. Niggas is soft. Every time you look out, my hamstring, my hand, my finger. They're not like the 90s and the 80s players at all. Not by a long shot. It's not far-fetched to say that these niggas is calling the games. You gambling on the side, you playing poker, you playing spades, your wife taking you for everything you got. You got all these baby mamas, and so you need money. And so what do? You go out and you try to do what most people do, that take chances and throw bricks at the penitentiary. They take shots, they take risks. Then when you get caught and the feds come knocking on your door like, bad boy, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? But we're gonna wait to see. Obviously, this is just the beginning or the tip of the iceberg, as they say. We will see in the days coming. But that's what I got for y'all today. Y'all know what it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. NBA, picking with Pop. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.
But y'all know who it is. Popovich from Popovich TV. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.